All right. Well, let's get right into it. So, first off, thanks for all showing up, but we are going to break down all our pairs for the week. So, obviously, we'll start with AUD USD. First off, my these are all my pairs. My waiting for entry. If you're new here, my blue boxes are my weekly area of interest. My purple boxes are my daily area of interest, and my yellow boxes are my 4 hours. So if you're new here, blue weekly, purple daily, yellow is my 4 hour. And then you might see a gray box here and there. All my gray boxes are lower time frame boxes. I don't have a set time frame for those. Um, but let's start off right off the rip. AUD USD. Okay, so obviously we got a bullish weekly, higher high, higher low, bullish. We are in a weekly area of interest. How do we find that area of interest? Obviously, do you want to do the box? There's a zone here, but she broke all the way up. So we got a zone. How many touches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 touches in that box. That's how I got my area of interest there on the weekly. We did break below it. You can obviously see all the rejections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, there's so many so resistance levels. What is resistance is when it breaks below and this basically you're in a car and you're not wearing a seatbelt and you hit a big bump and you hit your head on the ceiling. The ceiling is resistance. It's keeping you from going any higher. So it broke below the area of interest and is giving us resistance now. It's not supporting us up. It's resisting us from going any higher. So we are waiting for it to come back into that weekly zone. All right. Now let's go down to our daily here. Daily is bearish. How do we know? Higher high. Let's say higher high, higher low. Is there enough touches here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would give this a higher low. So higher high, higher low. Shift to structure. Boom. So how do we find our? Is there any daily area of interest in here? Same thing. Is there weekly? See anything? See anything? Right there. Yeah, so we got a daily zone right inside of our weekly zone. Remember, my daily area of interest are purple. All right. Purple boxes is for my daily area of interest. So let's zoom in here. We don't really need to get out there. So once again, what are we waiting for it to come back? Okay, first off, what do you guys see in this picture? It's huge. What is it creating? What would this zone right here be? What would that create? Like this. I'll point it out. Left, head, right, shoulder, right? So just keep that in mind there. All right. So daily is bearish. What was our weekly again? Our weekly was bullish. 4 hour is currently bullish. Well, actually, if this closes, yeah. So in 4 hours, if this closes below here, it will be bearish. But I do think we are going to. This could take a couple of days or something. But I do think this is going to shift bullish and head up to create this right shoulder. Currently, it is bearish, but there's sometimes that pairs have to do that. There you go. Yeah, Allie's got it. There you go. So pairs have to shift bearish just to build up structure to get to that zone. We also have a 4 hour EMA here, which is very ideal. So right now we're currently grading this pair. We have a daily. So what I want to see, yeah, exactly. I want to see it get I want to see this candle close. We'll probably have a daily candle close right there. Reject, pushes up, and probably get that right shoulder candle close. I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday, we could see that push. So this could be this is a couple day wait trade, but we are currently waiting for this to get above and hit our daily box in our weekly box. And then once it gets in there, because currently this trade is on the way. This has nothing yet. I am not ready. This trade is on the way for it to become something great. And look at even, let's look back a little bit here on the daily time frame. Here's another look at left head, right shoulder, break, right? To create the left shoulder on the weekly time frame. See how patterns in trading are so huge and so beneficial. All right, so that is our AUD USD. Anyone got any questions for that? Any questions? Questions? All right, so this is on the way. We are currently waiting for this pair to get up to our weekly and our daily area of interest to consider taking this trade. Right now, it is not ready. I would not put anything in this trade until it got up to our zones. All right. Next, we got GN. Now, this is a big one. I think this one we could potentially see very soon. I did have this alarm go off today. Already, I had it go off about 30 minutes ago. It did tap into our daily area of interest there. So let's get some of this off the screen. All right, so let's start off. Daily or weekly is obviously bullish, higher high, higher low. Is there any zones here? There's one here, and then there's one getting created right here, and that's why we have it marked as a daily zone, because it looks better on the daily. But yeah, you see, look at that huge candle wick. Look at that fill. I think we're gonna have another potential fill. All right, let's go down to our daily. Daily is obviously bullish, higher high, higher low. How do we get the bullish? Just like my mentor. Here's the snake head. Where's the first curve? Boom. Here's your, yep. That's how we got it. Higher high, higher low. So now we have that push in that retest. Here's that retest into our daily zone. How is this a daily zone? Let's get our box. Right? Go up, go up. It already broke. There's a zone up. There's a zone right here, but why wouldn't we put a zone down up here, down here when the price is all the way at the top there? So let's get her a little closer. Is there a zone here? I mean, there's a zone. No, no, don't like. So there's a zone here. Obviously, we can zoom out a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll pinch it off, and we'll tag 1, 2, 3, and that's how we got that zone right there. You guys can see that. So, all right. So now we broke above, and now we retested that area of interest. Let's go down to our 4-hour, and look at that. Our EMA is pushing up to give us confirmation. Do we have around psychological level in there? No, we do not. We have 4,000 is right here. So yes and no. 4,000. Let's get it right here. I'll just mark it for you guys. It is out of our zone. So is it important to us? Not really. It doesn't count. It's not in our area of interest. All right. So what I'm waiting for on this one is we already had that shift. See, there's that shift to structure there. We're going to go down to our 1 hour. I like it. Our 1 hour has shifted. This is market open right here. So that's why there's a huge gap, is market opened high at a higher price than it closed at. So I am waiting. As you can see, look at what is it? It's creating that retest again to fill this gap right here. So that's what it's doing currently, is it opened up here, created this big wick, and now it's closing in on our area of interest to close this gap to give us an entry. So I will be waiting for it back down at our area of interest. We already did get the shift. I will be waiting, like I said, I will be waiting for another engulfing on our lower time frames to get our entry signal. But it has an SOS already, but it's hard to count a pair, an SOS on a market that opened with a huge gap. Gaps make everything a little bit more confusing. And I know you can take the gaps away, but I personally don't mind them. So, all right. So GN, we're waiting on, basically we're waiting for it to get closer to London. So 3 hours, 4 hours, wherever this market could be, we could see it for a possible entry. Like I said, guys, I will drop a signal in the Telegram when I do enter a trade. We are currently trying to flip this account. Like I said, here's our account, 1,258, and our live is up here. We are trying to make this account to 100K for you guys. I'm going to do it all live with you. So, all right, let's go to GBP CHF. All right, let's start at the weekly. Already off the bat, just look how pretty this is right here. Here's a double top formation. What is a double top formation? Well, a double top is basically a bullish to bearish trend. It means that a bullish market is switching to a bearish market. So boom, and then you come back, retest that neckline to head to the downside. That's what a double top formation means, aka it could be head and shoulders. So we already had that beautiful retest. If you look, we played this trade right here, and then we did play this trade right here. We didn't get a full TP on this one. We did close in this area, so I probably should fix that. Probably about down here. Yeah, right there. We did see that reversal coming back on us. All right, let's get back into it here. So it is currently higher high, higher low, lower low, coming back, retesting of the not the head and shoulders, the double top formation here. And then so that we have it slowly stepping up. We have a weekly EMA into a weekly area of interest. How do we get that? Higher high to the lower low, the lower high to a lower low. All right, zoom out here a little bit. All right. So you come here. Obviously, there's a lot of points right here, but as you can tell, price is higher than that. So we go to the top, look for that zone. That's one right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. That's how we got our weekly zone right there. Remember, our weekly boxes are blue. So we had a nice, beautiful rejection. We can probably get rid of that. We had a nice, beautiful rejection off of our weekly area of interest, off of our weekly EMA, heading to the downside. I'll go to our daily. Our daily is currently bearish. We had, look at that. Here's your daily, or no, it's 4 hour, my bad. Is back down to your daily chart here. Here's your daily EMA, daily rejection off of a 4-hour zone. And now we are in a daily zone. How did we get our daily area of interest? Obviously, you find the higher high or the lower low, or you find your lower high and your lower low. You do the zone, you go 1, 2, 3, and a little better view. 1 right here, 2, 3. These are kind of sloppy in here, but I counted them 4, 5. If you Yep. Okay. So now, what are we waiting for on this? Let's go on to our 4-hour. This one is kind of a high risk trade. We also, you can see here, there's kind of another double top formation. I don't like, see, I wouldn't call this a double top actually, so I take that back because this is too many pips. There's 20 pips in between the top of this one and the top of this one. That's not a double top. That could be a head and shoulders. That's what this could be making right here, right? Potential head and shoulders. I mean, it's like I said, it's kind of ugly. Let's put this down here. So I could be potentially making a head and shoulders. This could be a head and shoulders right here. Yeah, see, look at this could be a head and shoulders right here. So we're coming back into that weekly zone to create the neckline to come back up to retest. So we could see in reality, boom, neckline, retest, break. In reality, it's gonna fill this wick. See this huge weekly wick here? That's what we're gonna fill. So we're waiting for basically the break below this daily EMA, not this daily area of interest here. We want to see it break. We want to see, basically want to take a trade like this to fill this wick. And then we're going to be looking next week, possibly a trade back up. And then in 2-3 weeks, we'll be looking to take the trade back down to fill this right here. That's what our main goal is. So how long have I been learning from Alex? 2.5 years now, 2 years. So I've been trading since 2018. So I've been in the markets for a pretty long time. And then I joined the set and forget stuff like 2.5 years ago, and then put my own knowledge and my own twist into it. So, yeah. So I've been learning for a little bit, and I've been profitable for a pretty long time. And now I'm a full-time trader. That's what I do. And now I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys get to this point in life. Well, that's why, like I said, that's why I'm doing it live. That's why I'm doing it slow. And that's why I'm breaking it down. And that's why, like I said, I will be alerting you guys every signal. My goal is to flip this. This started at 445 last week. And my goal is to make it 100,000 with you. I want to do this with you guys, nice and slow and steady. So yeah, we're waiting for it to break below this zone and retest. So we want to see it dig deep, come back, retest, take this short. So we do have an alarm set right here to let us know that it is coming below the weekly area of interest or daily area of interest. NZD USD. All right, guys. Well, last week, we took this trade last week. As you can see, here is our entry last week. It almost wicked us out. We got in late on this trade. And that is dangerous because look what happened. Look how close it came. In reality, we should have taken this trade right here. But how are you supposed to, it's hard to get in this trade when it messes around like this on you. Here's the engulfing, bearish engulfing, and here's the retest. We should have taken this trade like this last week. But we got in over here when we had the bearish engulfing right there. See that? And then the retest, and we got in late, and then it went into profit, and then straight into drawdown, and then took off. So let's get back in the weekly here. Right now I'm risking about 10 to 20% per trade. So we're just not trying to speed race this account, but we're trying to make sure it doesn't take a year to get to it. So 20%, like I said, if you lose 20%, yeah, it's gonna suck, but it's not gonna wipe you out completely. So, but yeah, back to it. We are currently weekly is bearish, daily is bearish, and 4-hour is currently bearish as well. 4-hour EMA is coming in. We're coming back to retest the weekly area of interest. This trade could be gone already. Like I said, we've been in it since last week. We're not in it on this account. We're on it in a different account. And we're basically just waiting for it to come down. Right now, price is way down here. You do not want to get in right now. You don't want to get in right now. It is way too gone. If you're going to get in, wait for it to get up here and give you entry signal. But wait for it to come down here. So, yeah. This one is it's kind of gone. Like, there's nothing we can do about it besides watch it. Ayo, can I mod your Discord? I don't even know. How do you mod a Discord? It is currently in the works. We are going to be launching our Discord November 1st. And then everything from the Telegram will get minimalized and then brought into the Discord where we'll be more active. I'll be there every single day. Like, I am on this computer all the time. I'm here to help you guys. And I'm currently building a course and everything. So there'll be psychology lessons, there'll be trading lessons, there'll be all my weekly watch list breakdowns. That we have a YouTube channel that we're working on. We're trying to make this pretty huge. All right, let's go to the next one. AUDCHF, be a mod. Why do you want to be a mod? I don't even know you. What can you offer me? Oh, all right. AUDCHF. All right. This one can go either way. Weekly is bullish, but look at this rejection off our weekly EMA or off our weekly area of interest. Do we have around psychological level in there? No. Yes, kind of, but it's too high up. Oh, we got one right here too. Rejection off around psychological level. Oh yeah, look at me. Right on the right here. On psychological levels right there. We can't count it though because it's not in our area of interest, but you can see that is a strong zone. Look how many rejections we got there. And look where our EMA is currently. So I like that. That's nice. So what I'm waiting for on this one, our daily is bullish and our 4-hour is bullish. What? No, it's bearish. See, higher high or higher low, lower low, lower low, lower boom, shift to structure, bullish, higher high, higher low, shift to structure, lower low, lower high. So now we're just waiting for it. We're waiting for it either to break above the 4-hour and retest to go long, or reject, break below the area of interest to retest and to go short. That's what we're waiting on this one for. This one's just a waiting game. Currently, be patient. You can see we took this trade was it last week? How long? What day is this? September. No, this was a while ago. We took this trade September, that a couple weeks ago. We took this trade with you guys. Fully alerted. This was before our challenge. Like I said, we started our challenge Monday. So we're we're only 7 days into our challenge. So we're brand new. So yeah, we're waiting for it to break above the EMA and retest the weekday daily to go long, or break below, create another lower low and retest to create a lower high and then shift and go down. AUD NZD weekly. We are bullish. See, higher high, higher low, and then boom, shift. Well, yeah, we're bullish actually. Yeah, bullish. That's beautiful. Weekly is bullish. We just popped above our weekly area of interest. How do we get that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark it out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, if you stretch it out, 5, 5. Yes, potentially 6 here. Like that's a strong zone. So now what are we waiting for? Retest. So daily is bullish. Get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. All these down here. Daily is bullish. Higher high, higher low. Zone 1, 2. So that one's not as good. I can pull out and get 3 right there, but I don't care that much. We're pulling it back. What we are really waiting on is it to come and retest. Yeah, we're almost there. Retest our 4-hour EMA into that zone and break. Retest our weekly area of interest. Go down to our lower time frames, obviously. And then once we get that, we want a shift of structure, bullish engulfing, and then we have takeoff. And we will what will our entry look like if it's down here? Bring it in, go to here. Potentially might have to pull it back into it's always a 2.5. So we'll probably pull it back into like there, maybe, depending on where we go. But take profit will be at the top of this structure. Probably a 4-hour structure right there, yeah. For a 2.5. Yeah, that's a nice little take. That's a nice little trade right there. All right. Now let's get into the ones that you guys have not seen yet. GCAD. All right. Look at this trade, guys. We took this a while back. We got 1, 2, 3 entries off of it. As soon as this one hit break even, we got out of this trade and secured a total of it was a great trade until it was not a good trade. So we can delete this. We got a 1 to 5.5 on this entry and a 1 to 1 on this entry. So that's a 1 to 6.5. That's a beautiful trade. So now, look at this. Head and shoulders. Let's go to our daily. Let's go to our weekly. Well, our weekly looks like crap. So I'm waiting for it to get up here, and then I'm going to short the crap out of it. But our daily, we are at double top formation right there. Left, right, neckline retest, come and break. And if you look here, she's building up. So we're just kind of waiting to see what it does. Am I going to take it now? No, I'm going to wait until, yeah, see how have it shifted right here. I'm going to wait until it breaks below 4-hour shifts, gets below this 4-hour EMA. Come up here like that. Yeah. So that we're waiting for it to get underneath this 4-hour EMA, get it below this head double top formation. So this is on the way. So we're waiting for this one as well. USD CAD. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you, bro. USD CAD. We are at a weekly area of interest. We are currently bearish. Higher low, lower low. Weekly area of interest. Right here, look at this. Here's where this weekly closed last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 touches right there. Currently giving us a right shoulder. Daily time frame. Look how much buildup that is. Look at that. How big is this? Let's start from bottom to top. Right there. Oh yeah. Some of them it's almost the same. I mean, it's a little bit. Let's go to right here. So yeah, well, what we're waiting for. Wow. This EMA has to catch up, guys. EMAs are huge. I don't know if you realize that, but EMAs follow the trades. Literally, that's what an EMA does. It follows the trade. So EMAs always have to catch up. I mean, not always, I would say, but always, So yeah, what we're waiting for is basically just a shift. Take it to this weekly and for it to go back up or break. This is a degenerate trade. Yeah, this could be no bueno because it's bullish weekly. Weekly is bearish, daily is bullish, and 4 hour is bullish. So we're waiting for the 4 hour to shift bearish to take this to the downside. To hit a degenerate trade, this is a high risk trade. There's not a lot, there's not a lot of grading on this one. This one is just if you want to risk it for the biscuit, take it. Euro USD. All right. So obviously you can see a double top right up on the weekly there. Out of weekly. This one, like I said, this is another kind of waiter. We're waiting on it. And you can see it's below our weekly area of interest, above our weekly EMA. We are currently still bullish. Daily is bearish. Yes, daily is bearish because your higher high. I mean, this could be your higher high potentially, isn't it? Nah, I wouldn't count that one. Excuse me. I could count this one here. Yeah. Yep. Higher high, higher low, shift to structure, lower high, lower low. That's how I would count it. 4 hour is currently bearish as well. 2 time frames in sync. So there's 2 things here. I personally think that it's gonna break, come back here, retest this neckline, and then give us the move that we're looking that the move that we're anticipating is the shorts. So we're waiting for the degenerate trade to give us the up into the very strong weekly zone up here with the daily EMA, with the 4 hour EMA, to push us below the weekly EMA to retest to take us down to the bottom. Confluence is in here. Like I said, we're playing support and resistance with EMA with patterns. There's just so much I like that. We're just waiting for because your 4 hour is actually bullish. Yeah, higher high, higher low, or lower low, lower high, shift, bullish. So now we're literally just waiting for this to come up here, ring our bell, come back, retest, take this, come back, hit that, come down, boom. That's my prediction. I'll keep it there so you guys can see it. That is my prediction. Look at and what do you see? That's a head and shoulders formation. Come back, retest, neckline, break, send it to the downside. That is my prediction for I don't know. This could take 2 weeks, a week, or something to play out. Could take, yeah, I think it's next week play. I think we're gonna end the week up here. And then we're gonna see next week give us this move. And then the third week's gonna give us the move back up here. And that 4th week, we're gonna hit that big move to the downside. That's my prediction. All right. 4 hour. Yeah. Euro AUD. I don't know if you were here. If you were here last week, we played the crap out of this one. This one was a scary headache. So we got in. Let's go back to our weekly here. We played the double top formation. I don't know. You guys heard me say it probably 15, 20 times already. The double top formation. That's what we played with a weekly area of interest on a weekly EMA down to our daily with a rejection off our daily EMA down to our 4 hour. We played it down to our 4 hour EMA. How many times have I said that EMAs, support and resistance, patterns? That's all you need to know. And then you take your entry signal and boom, you just walk away. That's how easy trading is. You find your area of interest, you find out where your EMA is, and you find out a pattern. You put all those together with an entry signal and your proper stop loss and proper take profit, you're golden. Okay, we got a 1 to 2, a 1 to 4, a 1 to 3.4, and a 1 to 1.6. All together, that is what? 1.6 plus that's 4. 4.5, right? I don't know, even know mathing. That's a 6. What's basically that's a 6.5 risk to reward on that one. And if we would have held it longer, we could have got on just on this one, we could have got a 1 to 2.5. And we closed early, guys. On this one, we did. We closed early. We hit our entry exactly where we wanted. We scaled in and we got out because it was moving so slow. I didn't like it. It was starting to confuse me. We had that huge wick and I knew we were going to fill it, but I was like, I'm done. Closed out. We took we got what we wanted out of it and we closed out and then look at boom. It did exactly as we predicted and it was all called. This was the big trade last week that we took that was signaled in the chat. And I think we took this. Yeah, we took this on Tuesday. Yeah, here's Monday. Here's Tuesday, London, 5 a.m. for me. Took that. And then we closed out on it on Wednesday. One day we held that trade for. If we would have held it until Friday, we could have tripled our profits. We probably would have been at 3K by now already, just with this trade. So, but yeah, now we're just waiting for either, like I have this huge thing marked out already. Daily. What is that? I already have it marked out for you guys. Left head, right shoulder, inverted. So, and I have 2 marks out here. Is it gonna play? Is it gonna give us that right shoulder? Or is it gonna break below this area of interest and keep heading to the downside to chase this low? So, like I said, we took this trade 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe. On the 7th, yeah, a week ago. On Monday, yeah. So we took this first, thinking it was going to come back and played up here, and then took this on Tuesday. So we did take a little bit of a loss right here. Actually, I don't even think we took that one. I don't think we took that. They didn't give us a signal. Yeah, that's where we originally predicted. But yeah, I think it's gonna boom, give us that right shoulder and head to the upside, or come in here, reach that. Like I said, this EMA is gonna follow in, zoom in. It's gonna hit. It's gonna give us that same exact play again, and then break and come down. But yeah, like I said, we played the double top formation. This candlestick, this weekly closed like this. There's no, it's complete possible that we're going to see this weekly get filled. So I'm waiting for, let's go to, let's go to our 1 hour. We want to see it potentially create a lower low, create a higher high, boom, and then go. So to keep this one on your watch list, I will be keeping an eye on this. Definitely. I'm going to put an alarm actually. I'm going to put an alarm right here next. Look at that. It's already dumping. But yeah, I will. That's what we're looking for. We're either going to get a higher high and push up and to fill that weekly candlestick, to fill that huge weekly candlestick from last week, to create that right shoulder, inverted head and shoulders on the daily, to chase that daily EMA to give us that push back down. And since we're right with our 4 hour, that we're going to get above that 4 hour EMA, and that 4 hour EMA is going to push us up, and we're bouncing in between 2 weekly zones, and which is that this weekly zone is going to give us enough power to push us up as well. So we're playing the inverted head and shoulders on the right shoulder with the 4 hour EMA, with the weekly EMA, with the weekly area of interest, and we're just waiting for an entry signal and our shift to structure to take this long. And if it, like I said, if it breaks below the weekly area of interest, then we're looking to short it. That makes sense. Give me a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Otherwise, because that was kind of a lot there. Make sure you guys are still active. No, okay. All right. Hell yeah, guys. Perfect. All right, USD CHF. USD CHF. If I'm going too fast, let me know. So I'm trying to break it down. For my head, it works. It's just so smooth and it works so fast. I mean, it's a little different explaining it, but when I see it, I'm like, oh, I see it. Boom, boom, boom. So, all right. Weekly is bearish, creating kind of a head and shoulder formation right there, inverted. Daily is bullish with a daily zone right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the daily EMAs in here as well. 4-hour is bullish. 4-hour EMA is chasing. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the shift. Well, we already have the shift to structure. Do we? Yeah. Golfing. I want to see this get above the daily area of interest and then kind of hold. I want to see it create another high and then come back and retest and go. Yeah. Because we can already see this is a couple weeks ago. Push up, retest. Here's your wick, retest and go. Now we're above this zone. Yeah, what I want to see it on the 4-hour. I want to see this on the 4-hour. Push up, retest, and then go. I want to see this EMA come up like that and retest the EMA above the area of interest and then take off. And then where we take profit on this one? Well, say we got in right there, right off the top there. Yeah, we'd probably go to about there for 1 to 3.5. That's a nasty trade. Yeah, like that. That's what we're waiting for on that one. All right. That makes sense. Give me one if that makes sense. Pretty simple. Pretty self-explanatory on that one. Oh yeah. Rad. Put an alarm. I'm putting an alarm right here for you. So like I said, break above this, above your 4-hour zone. Come back, retest the 4-hour EMA when it pops. Like I said, this could be tomorrow, Wednesday type of trade, but we're just gonna sit and wait. And once this goes, we're chasing this high. We're chasing the head and shoulder formation right here. If you wanted to be risky, you could hold it to the top here, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna hold it to about here. Yeah, my take profit, if I took this trade, would probably be that zone right there. Like I said, so say we got in right there. Say we even got in a little bit higher. Say we got in like right there. That's a 2.6, 2.5. That's a good trade. If we got lucky and they gave us a shift to structure down there, that's almost a 4. That's what we're waiting for. NZD JPY. Same thing. Just waiting for it to get above. Weekly is bullish. Here's a weekly area of interest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weekly EMA. Daily EMA. You can count this as a daily zone as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you wanted to. If you want, yeah. You could easily go like that. That's a daily zone right there. If you wanted, you could push this all the way back and count those even. Like that. Yeah. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to break above these, retest, and go. Or your 4-hour EMA, your 4-hour EMA is right there. Look how strong this zone is. 4-hour EMA, daily EMA, weekly EMA, weekly area of interest, daily area of interest, right? Is there any patterns in here? Can you see any patterns? Well, what do I see? Not pretty. There's a double bottom right there. 1, 2, double bottom. Was a double bottom. The same thing as a double top. but reverse. Same thing as a head and shoulders, as an inverted head and shoulders. It's a bearish trend going bullish. So let's get this. You have your double bottom. You have your break, your retest of your neckline, right? To go. Pull that out. Double bottom. Retest of your neckline. Take off. It's a bearish trend switching bullish. That's what we're looking at on NZD JPY. We're waiting for it to get above, make a new daily higher high, push, retest this area of interest to take long. Now, where would your take profit be? Would it be all the way up here? Would it be right here? Or would it be right here? And quite frankly, depending on where I got in, my stop loss would probably be right there, and I would be out probably there for a 1 to 2. Why there? Because there's a huge wick right here, and I believe it needs to be filled, and then there's a strong zone. There is a strong daily zone right here. I wouldn't want to push it any higher. That's what I'm thinking. You could, if you're feeling it, you could hold this thing all the way up there, but I wouldn't. I don't want, if I'm at a good take profit, I don't need to hold longer, because then there's a chance that it reverses and heads right back down, and then you lose everything. You lose all your gains. There's a chance that it goes into drawdown and you hit stop loss. Why do that? You don't want that. You don't want that at all. Euro NZD. That's another one. Let's go down to it weekly here. What do I see? What do you see? I see a head and shoulders potential into a weekly zone. How is this a weekly zone? We don't need all this up here. Let's get this out of here. Well, here's a weekly doji rejection push above. Now we're above the weekly zone. Daily is bullish. 4 hour is bearish. How do we make this bullish? Well, what do we see here? 4 hour EMA. If this breaks above this alarm and closes, we are bullish. And then we wait for the retest back into this zone. And the EMA at that point will push up a little bit higher. And look what it's doing. Look at that doji rejection hammer candle. Look at this weekly, this daily, this 4 hour candle right there. This is going to fill it. It's going to push above it. It's going to close. It's going to close into this 4 hour zone. And then this is going to push it back down. And then it's going to be above the weekly area of interest. It's going to be above the 4 hour EMA. And then it's going to push back up. And then it's going to break this zone. I mean, that's what I'm predicting, at least. I mean, that's what I hope is going to happen. Otherwise, you want to play the short game, you could literally take this trade like that. After it breaks, it comes back and retests. You could get in this trade and literally get a 1 to 2 and just get out into this. Just get out when it hits this zone. You don't need to hold all the way up to here. That's a 1 to 2. I'm okay with a 1 to 2. Even if it digs deep in here just a little bit, look at, there's a 1 to 3. My stop loss would literally just be a couple pips below this right here. Couple pips. You could even just go below this wick. And if you got in right there on the retest, you got your shift to structure and entry signal. That's a 1 to 5, 2 to 5. And you got up below it. If you wanted to hold it and it does keep pushing, you could hold it all the way up to this weekly zone right here. Remember, if you take a trade off of a weekly zone, you close a trade at a weekly zone. That could be a 1 to 6. That could be a 1 to 7 trade. That could be huge. So, Euro NZD. So that's what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for it to break above and create a higher high and a lower, and then a retest on a lower high to take this long. So those are my top pairs of the week. Yeah, that's what I got for you. There's another one. Look at this double top formation. GPA AU GBB GBP AUD. Double top formation, weekly zone right here. Let me get some of these boxes out of here. Look at this right here. Do I even have to tell you guys? What do you see? How many times have I said double top formation? Gonna chase. Look at this huge candlestick. Daily. Whoa, what is that? That's a daily EMA going into a weekly area of interest. Is that a round psychological level right there? Maybe. Let's see here. Oh, no. 9, 400, 4,000, 40,000. Wow. Round psychological level. Come on, guys. How easy is that? 4 hour. Okay. Bearish. What is this? It's a daily, weekly, bearish, daily, bearish, rejection, 4 hour, bearish, retesting, close. Get that out of there. Guys, this could be the trade. This could be a trade right now. I'm not taking it right now until closer to London. But look at there's already a 3 risk to reward right there if you took it right there. But I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I want to see a candlestick. I'm gonna wait 3 hours. I want to see where this 4 hour closes. What does our 1 hour look like? Yeah. Well, that's actually really nice. It's too early. I do like this one a lot, actually. Yeah, I can. It's too early. I do like this a lot. There's a chance that it would come back and wake you out though. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until London. Um, but yeah, keep your eyes on GA, guys. And GU just sucks. I'm not even gonna look at that one. Keep your eyes on GA. We're gonna bring this one up here. Actually, I like that. We'll set an alarm right here. All right. That's all I got for pairs. So if you guys got any questions,